What is the number one way to create a very, very valuable business, one with exceptional profit margins and cash flow, because cash flow is king? Well, my friends, it's called recurring revenue, aka passive income to a certain extent. At the end of the day, if you don't have a recurring revenue model in your business, then cash flow is going to be low and you are not going to have a very valuable and sellable business entity asset. So at the end of the day, I always love to quote my good friend Don Valentine, who is the co-founder of Sequoia Capital. He said, at the end of the day, there's two things that matter when it comes to business finance. And number one is high gross margins, and number two is cash flow. And at the end of the day, there are a lot of different product-based businesses and service-based businesses that end up having low gross margins and low cash flow. And what this means at the end of the day is you don't have predictable income that has low expenses associated with it. And so it makes it very difficult to build a highly profitable business. So a few years ago, I was looking at our business in the business finance space. I realized that we didn't have enough recurring revenue sources. So what do you do in that case? Well, you start to think, well, how can we create recurring revenue sources? And ultimately for us, the solution ended up being creating software as a service. And so we created a software as a service for those who are in the business funding space, those who want to have an awesome system. Turns out the last decade we've spent a fortune, hundreds of thousands of dollars, creating an automated underwriting system, an automated funding machine, if you will, that can help business owners get financing at 0% interest with our CardStack program, with personal loan platforms that we built relationships with. And all this is extremely valuable if you're in the business funding space. And so when we created this amazing software as a service, what we call My Funding Machine, it transformed these business owners' lives. And now they're able to get way more funding and financing. And what used to take them 45 minutes to pre-qualify a client is now literally taking them 1 to 2 minutes, saving them a ton of time and helping them to build a 7 figures funding business, if you will. And by creating that product, now we've got recurring revenue and it's much more valuable as a business. The next thing we determined is talking, about cash flow and how important that is. And that's where we launched My Figures, which is a fintech platform that helps small business owners to manage cash flow, which helps them make good decisions. If you don't know where your cash flow is at in your business, then it's pretty tough for you to win as a business owner. So again, creating recurring revenue in your business is a massive key to success. And so for a lot of those who are in our funding machine community, they're now going to be able to use that My Figures platform and our licensing program in order to create massive recurring revenue for their business as well. Many are going to have 6 figures in recurring revenue. And the best part about recurring revenue is usually there's very little expense associated with it. So it's pure profit. And the more you can build that up, the more valuable your business is. And a lot of the stress comes off of you as a business owner. And so the sooner you can create a recurring revenue stream and model within your business, whether it's the business funding space or any other business, the sooner you're going to have, number one, a more valuable business. Number two, a business with predictable income and predictable cash flow. And that, my friends, is going to lead to massive success for you and your business moving forward. So, do the work, figure out how you can create and implement recurring revenue within your business, and you'll watch the value of your business soar. Come on back, share this with other entrepreneurs, and let's win in 2024.